this game is me. There we go.
Got it.
Hey, it works this time.
Hey everybody, this is attempt number 2 at this. Luckily I noticed before anything actually happened that the video wasn't recording.
It's an omen.
It's an omen?
It's an omen.
They keep telling me this is creepy, but it just kind of looks... I guess anime's pretty creepy.
Yeah. Jared has not played or heard of this game whatsoever.
Except for Ethan saying, "Hey, it's a good game, it's free!" So I downloaded it and proceeded to never open it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Jared has no clue what's going to happen. I know exactly what's going to happen, but I've never proceeded. But...
Want to take the same voice?
Yeah, I'll take the same voice.
Wait, I didn't type in a name. Does it just keep the one I typed in?
I think it just keeps the one that you did.
Okay, we are joining
We'll
the tale of...
Giraffe.
That's a good way to pronounce it. Girapostrophe, because apostrophes are not allowed in the name, so I tried typing it, but there's a character limit, so you know it's done.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Alright.
Hey!
I see an annoying girl
Yeah, I put Bill there.
running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself.
Frogs.
Okay, we're good.
Alright.
That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Aaron. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up.
It's me.
But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me.
I overslept again. But I caught you this time.
Great. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say like you were thinking about ignoring me.
Well, if the shoe fits.
That's mean, Girapostrophe.
It's a great name. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Is that a ginger jet boy?
Yeah.
Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to try to...
That's where you cut me off.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Girapostrophe, have you signed on a club to join yet?
Yeah. A club? How did it? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. We're too young to go to the clubs.
We can't go clubbing.
I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me that you would join a club this year.
No, I didn't. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Aaron. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. That's a weird sentence.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. I could not read that the first time through.
Translations.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college.
Well, that came true.
Your happiness is really important to me, you
know.
No,
I hit puberty really quick.
And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a meat in
And
a
this-
few years because you're not used to the real world.
This is where we got to, because I was going to look up what meat means, and then I saw the window. I might still do
They
that.
might explain it since it's in all caps. So.
Okay.
You trust me, right?
No.
Proceed to put creepy hand on shoulder.
Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Okay. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it'll make you happy. No promises, though.
You at least promise me you'll try a little. I just sit there.
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yeah. Yay! Tilda.
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head.
Okay, even if the last part about me is true, don't you ever try to ease my mind, boy.
Strong, independent man who don't need no girl.
Say that as I am waiting for text from my girlfriend.
The school day is the school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it.
That was quick.
After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the Animu Club.
Of course.
Hello?
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. Jarapastrophe! I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in.
Well, maybe that was a hint.
Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
Thanks, it's hard work. You don't need to wait up for me. If it's going to make you late for your own club. What about that?
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought,
Blush, blush, blush.
No what?
well, then you could come to my club.
But I don't know how to read. Sayori,
Yeah?
there is no way I am going to your club.
Me.
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. Wait. Return. I hit history. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show any interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president.
I mean, to be honest, that's what the anime club at my college is. I'm not in it, but I know.
What, it's like 2 people?
It's 4 people. So when they had elections, there's 4 positions.
That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less.
Wow, what a friend.
Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Spacebar is the same as a click.
Oh, nice.
Click. Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member.
So you lied?
And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
That's your character now.
That's my character?
I guess so.
Oh boy.
Well, Ethan wants to come over here and be back in the video again.
Ethan banished himself. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh.
Yes, you're the airhead now.
Huh?
Yes, you're the airhead now. Because you're sighing out.
Ha! Ha! Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go. Hilda.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake.
Wow.
Okay. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. So I guess I'm a sophomore. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. I'll be a member when I choose to be a member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Is that Natsuki?
One of the 2 are.
Seriously, you bought a bra?
Good night, everybody.
Would you like to try again?
Sure, take 2.
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Ah, Jarapostrophe! What a nice surprise! I don't have many girl
That's
voices.
alright.
Welcome to the club! Welcome to our club! Welcome to our club! Welcome, Squidward! Welcome, Squidward! Da-da-da. All words escape me in this situation. This club, da-da-da, da-da-da, is full of incredibly cute girls.
You know it's an anime win.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Shut up. Let's look at the other one.
Oh, really not.
Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
Yay, baking.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says
Sorry.
that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy.
It shows.
And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Nerd. Don't say things like that. Da-da-da. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, nice to... Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
Oh, nice voice.
And it sounds like you already own Monica, is that right?
Who? That's right.
Apparently.
It's great to see you again, Jarapostrophe. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. I need a league of my own.
So we didn't tune it in. So.
Build it and they will come.
That's
So-
a different movie.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little.
Uh-oh.
You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Jarapostrophe. We need a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica.
That's gonna be said differently every single
Yeah.
time.
I'll get the cupcakes.
Cool.
Hey, I make them, I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. So does the horror come in the fact that you have to read everything?
No. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears.
So cute!
I had no idea.
I don't remember the voice I did.
That was that. It was that voice.
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know.
No, I don't.
Just hurry and take one.
Okay. Sayori grabs the first, then Monica, I follow.
Rachel.
It's delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face.
Uh-oh.
I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Are they poisoned? Do I switch cupcakes with her?
I switch cupcakes for your
I finally bite down. Aha! Turns out the poison was in both cupcakes.
Yeah.
I've just built up an immunity. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Yeah, no problem, Yoda.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before? No?
Flashback? No.
Made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said.
Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, dummy.
Yeah. I'm a dummy. Alright.
Yeah, and she's got a crush on that dummy. What?
Okay. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the
You
conversation.
saying the character's got a crush on your character?
Ha! Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give...
They give you fun, huh? I see.
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated.
The voice is gonna change every time.
Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not true. Oh, they didn't say true. I lied.
Because that's not A, true, B, cupcakes. C,
Uh,
doghouse.
What are being seen? Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that. You know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Ho ho! Burn! I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I can't even make the first voice I did. Cupcakes. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Who wants to play? Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I am surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader in the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
You're gonna need a glass of water for this?
I'm gonna need to pick a different voice for Monica.
Gosh.
Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Let's see, if Yuri is... You could put it that way. Monica should be... You could put it that way. Yeah, you could put it that way. How about let's put some twang on it? Not many people are very interested in putting... That's too hard. In putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah!
We'll do our best.
You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three.
Girl, my wife looks like she has fangs.
Yeah, I was looking at that. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining.
It's 'cause he's a boy.
Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Jerepastrov, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, Lord of the Rings. Say Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Flies.
That's another good book. Considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Please tell me he's not serious.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Actually, it's manga.
Manganese? Manganese. I like to read about
Magnesium.
manganese. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Oh, great. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. No, not much of a reader, I guess. I said I read manga. Manga! Manga!
Comic books.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing
Oh
to
gosh,
me.
your sister wrote fan fiction.
Huh?
Fan fiction.
And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
Oh, foreshadowing.
Is that what you call foreshadowing?
That's exactly what.
Is
No,
that-
that's what I call foreshadowing.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ah, I read a horror book once.
Then I took an arrow to the knee.
I have read a horror book once.
What'd you read?
Frankenstein.
Oh, yeah, so have I.
I tried to read Dracula, but it's very boring and dry.
It is actually.
But, Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is pretty good. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that.
Yes, you could say.
Are those voices distinct enough?
Yeah. Better than mine.
But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing... That's a lot of air. Changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Of course you do. Oh, why is that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting.
Doobity-doodly-doo.
It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back!
Fine, fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. No homo.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. What do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't.
Avert your eyes!
It's Weeping Angel.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
Fly on the TV.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Yeah, I'm just ignoring it.
Yeah.
Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Da-da-da, da-da-da. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Oh, I want to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment. Do I have the right poems? Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Da-da-da. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Da-da-da.
Yeah, let's do it!
Sorry.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Jeropastrov? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, da-da-da, there's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club.
Wah.
Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought...
Jeropastrov.
You all... I am defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Go to the anime club! One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. You're the one who reads horror.
If you really just came for the comics, I'm sure I would be super ticked.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? I have more homework? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks out over at me once more. Jeropastrov, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. No, you don't. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Hey, don't assume anything. 5-page poem right now. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Jeropastrov, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
No, go home. That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore. Excuse me. Because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori,
Ding!
Natsuki,
Ding!
Yuri,
Ding!
and, of course, Monica.
Ding!
Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? No, you won't. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. This guy's the complete opposite of me. Alright.
A girl.
I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me.
Yeah, good luck with that, dude.
And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Da-da-da.
Da-da-da.
Time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Who do you like the most?
Well,
Who do you like the most, Ethan?
who first, Ethan?
How come there's only 3?
I don't know. You go with purple hair. She's different.
Purple
Because
hair?
because no Monica. Okay. Alright,
So-
I guess Yuri's first.
So she likes dark stuff and horror.
Intellectual stuff.
Disaster.
Disaster.
Uh, despise. Despise? Embrace?
What's kawaii? Is it like Hawaii? Oh. We're looking it up, guys.
It's like Hawaii.
I'm scared. It's weird, Jeff.
Tiny. So that would be what's her face because she liked cute things. What was the other one? Neat.
Neat.
Welcome to learning weird words with Jar.
Oh boy.
And now we're not gonna have internet to search it.
Yeah. Abort, abort, abort.
I does is has to know. Whatever.
Desire.
Desire. Aura is kind
Aura.
of spooky. Extreme. Climax?
Mm.
Because it has to do with like examining literature.
Yes, that's right.
Agonizing.
Graveyard.
Graveyard.
Grief.
Huh? Grief? No.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Not her. Oh, we're picking the creepy one. Shoot, let's not. Let's do marshmallow.
That's not creepy.
Well, the creepier one is driving. No,
We're trying to get her,
I
right?
know.
Breath?
Try that. Yay.
Misery. But that the last one like that did hurt.
Breathe.
Ambient?
Sure. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Suicide.
Suicide?
No, that's, let's see what we have. Grief,
No, grief did hurt.
I know, okay. Frightening?
Frightening. Yeah. Uncanny.
Sure. Yeah.
Essence.
Yeah.
I'm good at this game. Melancholy. That's
Melancholy.
gotta be it.
Dream or disoriented?
Okay. Tragedy.
Yeah. Oh. No.
Okay. Horror.
Horror. Intellectual.
Intellectual. Shopping.
Doki Doki.
I think that means heartbeat.
First thing will be Doki Doki Literature Club.
You know what? The internet's not really working. I can't really look things up. Prayer?
Try it. Oh no.
Philosophy.
Yeah. It's a tie between one of those two.
What, I got about 90%?
Yeah.
Hi again, Jerepastroph. Hang on, how long has this been? 34 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to save, and next time.
Next time.